Okay, this is going to be the first of God knows how long the series is on this 2006 Jeep TJ Wrangler, better known as the hippie Jeep because of all these stickers and stuff on it. The first thing we've got to do is this has a check engine light. It seems to run okay, but the problem with this check engine light is there is no OBD2 port to plug into. Let me show you. So as we come here into the TJ, this should have a OBD2 port right here, and it is not right there. So there's all kind of wiring situation going on underneath here. So we're going to have to, I would imagine, I'm going to start by pulling these two plates on and see if I can find the OBD2. Okay, here's some evidence of some situations underneath there. I see this here. This is some type of headphone volume knob thing. God knows where it's hooked to. So the owner wants all this ripped out. We got to rip all this out. I don't even know what this is. What is this thing here? This is some type of remote radar detecting device. Who knows? This hasn't worked in years. All that's got to come out. This thing is filthy, and but the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to get this, before I even do any cleaning, make sure this thing is mechanically sound. And the first thing I got to do is get to that OBD2 port. I hope it's underneath there, but if I find a bunch of wires cut up under here, I mean, just tell the guy I'm not working on it. We'll see. Thing's already loose. Okay, let's see what we've got here. I still can't find this OBD2 port. I'm gonna have to take these. They have these pedal extenders on here, and they also have an amplifier. It looks like an audio amplifier put right here. So we have to get rid of that thing. This is a pain in the butt. What a mess. Okay, here I am underneath this nasty, I found this right, oh crap, let me see if I can show you. Sorry for me to get my hand up in there. Okay, I basically had to dig it out. Here it is right here. It was shoved way underneath there. I can tell you, I've never had that happen before. This thing's got all kind of wires and crap for an old stereo system. We're going to take all that out, but at least I found it. It's actually supposed to bolt right here, so I'm going to see if I can fix that. So I'm going to plug the battery back in. Oh crap, I forgot about that. So now that I've got the battery reconnected, let's go to the scanner and see what kind of code this thing pulls. Okay, I've got it plugged in. It is reading. We're going to all module scan. Is this your vehicle? Yep. Let's let it scan and do its thing. While it is doing its thing, this has only 105,000 miles on it. Yes, I do have it in four-wheel drive, but it runs really good. I'm going to let it get up to operating temperature. No DTC codes. Interesting. So as of now, this thing's got no codes. Now, it did have codes prior to me unhooking the battery. The battery's been unhooked on this thing for a month or so. So, all right. Well, we'll just have to let it go through a few drive cycles. Okay, we'll go to this Jeep OEM Enhanced and see if there's any codes stored in the computer. And as you see, no OEM code stored. Alrighty. Okay. And this is all the garbage I took out of that Jeep. Okay, I've got it running here, but this thing I'm gonna have to, I guess I'll start just cleaning it up, and as it runs through a few drive cycles, I'm glad I found the OBD2 port, so we can continue to diagnose this hippie Jeep, and I will start cleaning it off and getting it ready for some cosmetic TLC. So my next video will probably be either some top removal and clean out, or I'll tell you what's wrong when I finally figure it out. So y'all have a great day.